Hey, Judy. Yesterday was a
Hey,
big day
Ryan.
for you.
What?
Yesterday was a big day for you, huh?
It was a big day for me yesterday.
Why? Tell the people. I already know, obviously.
It was my birthday.
Yay!
Yay!
So how old are you now?
33.
33 years old.
33.
Well, I have something very special for this
Okay.
moment. Okay. So I'd like for all of us to sit back and happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh! Happy birthday, Judy.
Thank you. Thank you. Who is that?
Some guy.
Just some guy that I found on the internet.
Exactly. Welcome to a conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. We are also there on TikTok. For this and all going forth episodes will be doing the intro. It's my thing. It's my thing. Judy, I'm not gonna lie. I didn't hate you doing it, but it's my thing.
It's
okay.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I will let you continue doing it moving forward.
I appreciate you. Thank you.
Until the season premiere of season 3.
Exactly. Until the queen
I'll just make an appearance.
Until the queen decides that she's gonna start doing it. Oh, please make sure you also, if you prefer audio podcasts, check us out on any of your audio platforms. Just look for A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Do what my brother Alex does. He listens to us while he's on the golf course or at the driving range. I told our EP about that, and she was just like, that's very adult of him.
Yeah. At the driving range.
Yeah, okay. Like that's his exercise, or I don't whatever, for whatever reason that he goes to the driving range.
Yeah. All right.
I only go when I want to pretend to be rich.
It's a very it's a very white people rich thing. I
disagree with you on the white people thing.
I don't know. Okay.
And I only say that because I have gone golfing and it is a rich people thing. It is an older man / rich people thing. Older men want to be able to relive the glory days of being able to produce when they were playing sports, right? And golf is the only sport that really allows you to still play at a high level, even in your advanced age, right? You can't just get out on the basketball court and be like, and then obviously rich people, because it's expensive to do it. So
yeah, I just know I hear like these older white women in not even older. I want to say they're like my age, our age. They're like, oh, what'd you guys do for the weekend? Like, oh, we hit the driving range. Oh, we went golfing. I'm like, what?
Well, you got to remember too, like for a lot of people go golfing, like actual golfing, so that they can get hammered. Because it's like the 80s on the golf course, okay? There are no rules.
I have never been on a golf course.
See, yeah, that's the thing is they
I don't know.
You because there's all the rules to get into the country club and being on the golf course, right? You have to have the right shirt, the right type of shorts, the right kind of shoes. You're only allowed to hit certain kind of clubs in certain places. But then when you're actually on there, it's nothing but smoking weed and drinking beer. And depending on how old the collection of people is, you're probably even blasting, like you got a little Bluetooth speaker blasting some music in the golf cart. It is
Interesting. Okay.
It is just an excuse to day drink. It's brunch for men is essentially what it is.
Got it. That's all you had to say. It's brunch for men. Rich men.
We got to get that put on a shirt at some point. Brunch for men, and then it's a golf club.
Yes. Oh, got you. I got you on that.
Speaking of, Judy actually did finally design the fraternity choo-choo design. So we're gonna get a couple of those sweatshirts made up because I need it in my life. It was so adorable.
Yes, and it's like now that it's cooling down, it's gonna be an excuse for me to just wear it as soon as I get to order them and put them on our show and be like, merch on sale soon.
Also, you gave me the best idea because I screwed up and I didn't put our socials on the back of this shirt, but you put them on the back of the sweatshirt. I'm very excited for when we get those designs in. Yeah, but
me too.
Lots of new things happening this year, including we dropped a new show on the channel this week.
Yes. Oh, Locker Room Lads
finally made an appearance. It was me and a real man, Keith.
My husband.
Got his Texas shirt on. We see you, Keith. And we watched.
I'm so proud of you guys, and it's funny. So
episode 1 of American Gladiators. In edits, this is Ryan in the future is going to put an edit right here. Oh my God, that was so funny, right, guys? Remember that, that great scene that just happened that was so funny. Check out Locker Room Lads. It's part of Take a Breath Productions at TABPOD, wherever you YouTube.
Yeah. I was just thinking that it was funny because I was listening to Keith record it. And now I can see like how he hears me when I record our podcast, because it just sounds like I'm talking to myself, but it's because we're on our headphones.
Right.
I was like, oh, it's kind of an interesting sensation there. It's like, are you talking to yourself? But you forget.
So much fun getting to do that show with him. I had fun recording it. I had fun editing it. Do you know how long it took me to edit that thing? People, if you have any caring for Judy at all, then, because I know you don't care about me, but if you care about Judy in any way, shape, or form, go watch this. Because I swear, if people don't, I'm putting so much effort into the edits of it. If people don't go watch it, I'm going to take it out on her. So if you like her, you go right now at TABP. Go!
I'm just saying, your video, that episode got a lot more likes than some of our videos for our podcast. So I don't know. I think it's just the men who are interested in American Gladiators are like, you know what? Yeah. Let's see what these two guys have to say.
To be fair to the podcast, because I've gotten varying reviews on Locker Room Lads, but to be fair to the podcast, I don't really promote the podcast as much. I kind of just like, I put it out there and I just let it be, right? And I let you and I let whomever, our executive producer, I let you guys take care of that stuff. Locker Room Lads, since it was so different and so new, and since I had put so much time into editing, I sent that. I got out the Rolodex and I was like, I haven't talked to you in 7 years. Locker Room Lads. There you go.
You're like that girl from high school's like trying to get you into one of those like MLM.
Exactly.
Pyramid schemes. Hey girl.
What you need to do is you need to watch this video and then get 2 friends to watch it. And then they'll get 2 friends. And then they'll get 2 friends.
Exactly. It's how it starts.
But it was a lot of fun, especially with the first season of such low production value with that thing. It'll definitely be a lot more fun as things pick up and they actually have the real events rather than just, arts and crafts. Because like we saw in Assault, it was sticks. One of the blockades was just sticks.
Well, what was that? The 80s, 90s, late 80s?
I mean, yeah, but it's not about the fact that of the time period. It's just they didn't put any money into the first season. They didn't give it any production value because, you fast forward a year and a half later when they're in season, I want to say 3, and it's nicely lit. That was another thing. One of the guys hit a target. I couldn't even see where the ball was when it hit.
You're like, did it even hit it?
Right? So it's stuff like that. It's also the joust or whatever, where they walk out into the middle of a bridge instead of having the two there's just so many things. Oh, and one of the things that I completely forgot about, and I'm excited for when this comes, when they're running around in the human hamster balls, they don't have any kind of money for stuff like that. One of those hamster balls will be the entire season's budget. Okay. You remember what I'm talking about? You have okay, good.
No idea.
Oh, no, you don't. Oh my God.
But I know what those hamster balls are. I've seen them before.
So
I know what you're talking about, but I don't know what they do on the show.
The plastic ones that are nowadays, right? So there's the ones I'm talking about that they use on American Gladiators are like metal balls that they get into about a little smaller than the big plastic one, but light enough that you can roll it across the floor, and then you would go over this section. And if you got into the middle of it properly, it would go bah! And the steam and everything, right? So
yeah.
I'm so excited for it. Anyway, Judy.
Yeah.
Well, no, hold on. Anyway, go watch Locker Room Lads. I took a lot of time, and you care about Judy. Go take care of your friend.
Yes, at TABPOD on YouTube.
Yeah. Oh. Like I said, I got varying reviews. The one person who said he didn't like it was my dad.
Like it? Huh.
Yeah.
What did Dad have to say about it?
So I haven't talked to Dad yet. I've only heard this third party through Mom.
So,
all she told me is that he didn't like it. But you know that little boy inside of you that always just wants to make your dad proud? Well, he's not feeling so great right now. Oh, why doesn't Daddy like the thing I did? But if I was going to be honest, if I was going to be 100% real with it, I don't think he doesn't like it because it's not good. That's me being biased, but I think it is geared towards someone of a younger generation. It's very fast paced. And there's a lot of memes in there. So if, I'm sure that there's one scene where I used a meme of Steve Harvey, but it's also overlaid with some Japanese talk and some special effects on the eyes, right? So I'm sure that he saw that. He's like, what the fuck was that? What? Steve Harvey's Japanese now? I don't, this is not the American Gladiators that I grew up with. I support my son, but I don't like whatever demon this is that he's created.
This demon.
So, but like I said, I haven't actually talked to him. So who knows? Maybe he actually just thinks it was shit. But we'll find out.
We'll circle back on this later.
But Judy, I did want to I wanted to talk to you and see if you had any updates for us regarding the house hunting, because I got a lot of people, my mom, asking me about how your house hunting was going. So I wanted to see if there was any updates.
Yeah, we went to see 7 houses this past Sunday. 7?
How do you have time?
We carved out Sunday morning and we just knocked them out, all 7 houses. We actually have 10 more houses to look at tomorrow. Yeah.
But how are you going to do that? Are you taking tomorrow off?
Yeah, I'm actually, Keith and I are off today and tomorrow.
Why?
Keith has what they call fall break out here. So all of the school districts have either a few days this week off or the whole week, or for Keith's case, with the Dallas School District, they get Thursday, Friday off. it's really it's called Fair Day. They used to call it Fair Day. So where the kids can get out of school and they could go to the fair because, the Texas State Fair is happening.
And Nevada is fucking last in and education, and we don't have fucking Fair Day, but you guys have a Fair Day, but we're the stupid ones. God damn. Okay.
I'm saying. But yes,
you guys get little mini vacations so that you can go eat some fucking deep fried cake.
We went today and it was amazing. And I did have, let me just say, a sidebar. This has anything to do with the house hunting. The best thing I ate today.
Hold on, just fair food talk.
Fair. Yeah. Real quick. The best thing I had today was a chocolate covered cheesecake that had Biscoff cookie crumbles outside of the chocolate. It's like all covered, and it was just amazing. It was like the best thing I've ever eaten. Awesome. Money well spent. Anyways, it also won it was like the #1 food of the year for the fair. And the line was ridiculously long, but it was worth it.
How long were you in the line for is the question. Because I could deal with the line if it's moving.
It was moving. It probably took us less than 15 minutes. But the line like snaked around, but they were like quick. They had a guy taking the orders for people in line, and he'll go back to the back. He's like, okay, this is what you guys ordered. He just starts handing them out in line. It was very efficient, I will say.
Okay. Well, I'm glad that they have all the kinks worked out of the county fair food situation. That was really something that was on my mind.
Yeah, But okay, sorry, back to house hunting.
We've taken a little side journey into well, okay, so
let's go back.
Real quick though, before we leave the Fairland, I want to ask, what was the most, like, the one food that you obviously didn't eat, but you were like, that's weird, I would want to try it if I didn't have to pay for it?
Deep fried pho.
How do you deep fry pho? Because pho is a soup, right? Soup.
Yeah.
It's like a noodle
basically,
soup.
Yes. So basically what they did was they took all the, everything but the broth, and they wrapped it up. So all the noodles, the veggies, the meats, they wrap it up in I want to say it's either a huge egg roll wrapper, and then they deep fry that whole thing, cut it in half, and you dip it in the broth. Yeah.
Okay. So I mean, it's an overly constructed, deconstructed pho. 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 Pho.
Pho.
Pho. Pho. Fit. Pho.
No, just Puffy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Back to your house hunt. So you saw 7 houses. You're going to.
We saw 7 houses. 10 tomorrow. So out of the 7, we liked 3 of them.
Okay.
So that was just Sunday. Our realtor told us our top choice is already under contract. So within the 4 days that we saw this house, somebody already got it.
Which is what happened.
And we're like, okay, that's fine. But I was just asking Keith earlier, at what point do we stop adding new homes on our list to look at? Because right now we have a Google Doc that's about 4 pages deep of just houses.
So
when do we just stop? Do we just say that's it? We need to look at all these houses on our list first and stop adding things, or I don't know.
So normally when I'm talking to, because this comes up every now and then at the insurance emporium, right?
Mm-hmm.
And normally when this comes up, the thing that I tell people is, if you find one that you're even remotely not, I'm trying to put it correctly. If it hits 80% of the things on your list,
mm-hmm.
and you're fine with everything that you would want out of the house, then just get the house. Don't wait for everything to happen. Because guess what? The other thing too is it's your house. You can do with it whatever you want and or sell it in a couple of years, like I'm guessing that you're planning to do anyway. And that's the other thing too. If you're planning on it not being your forever home, if it's just your first home, why does it have to hit all the things anyway?
That's true.
Yeah.
But we don't know. What if we don't know it's our forever home?
Well, okay, I will put it like this. Unless something catastrophic happens. Right?
Yeah.
Like unless something catastrophic happens, and I'm just talking about in your life, not in the market.
Yeah.
Then it won't be your forever home because
it's most likely, yeah.
Well, not even most likely. It's regardless of whatever happens in the market. The one thing that stays true no matter what is that real estate does go up in value. So you might not be able to sell it in 5 years, which is normally the plan for people, right? It might take you 10 years, but at some point you will be able to sell it, right? So, and that's what I'm saying. You guys are so young, it won't be your forever home. It might be your longer than I thought home, right? But
yeah, it's just weird to me. Like, my parents have lived in the same house forever. Even Keith's parents have lived in their house forever. And it's just, I was like, wow, do they ever think that this home would be their forever home? Like, who knows?
I mean, you got to think that, like, at some point, maybe not when they first bought it, but at some point they were just like, you know, we finally got Judy the fuck out of here. Like, I think this is good. I think we're good.
I don't think my parents will ever leave their house. Their mortgage is like half of what we pay in rent. So I don't believe it.
How are they still on? Like, how long have they lived in that house?
2000 maybe 2001.
Oh man, come on, they should be able to pay that bitch off by now.
I'm sure they can, but
just do it, okay, Mama and Papa Judy, just pay it off and just be done with it. It's not. We just learned from Judy last week with the whole credit thing. Like, it's not good to keep the debt anyway. It doesn't help. Just pay the thing off.
Yeah,
that's advice from your boy.
From your boy.
We've never met, but I'm still your boy, and you probably don't. They don't listen to the show, do they?
No, my parents. I don't. Know. They don't have Spotify or any of the.
They don't have. You heard it while you were saying it too. They don't have Spotify or technology.
Look, my dad, I think, still uses CDs. Okay,
Yo, can he burn me a mix?
I used to burn it for them.
Oh, you're a good daughter. You are a good daughter.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. But that's it. So
here's my question as far as the house hunting, though. Like, what are the things on your list of wants in a house other than price? Obviously, what are the things of wants that you want? Of wants that you want?
Wants that I want. For sure, we want. Yeah, we for sure want a 2-car garage. It's very. I know, like, you would think typically it's always a 2-car, but it's not the situation out here. I'm like, wow, why does this only have like one little dinky garage? Or like our rental right now. Yeah, like our rental right now, it's supposedly a 2-car garage. No, we can't fit both of our cars in there. So I park in the driveway. Yeah. Like I park in the driveway and Keith's is in the garage. But so 2-car garage, good backyard, because Keith said I can get another dog when we get our house. So I was like, okay. So we need a good backyard. And
man, why do you do that to yourself? God Lord.
What?
A dog, another dog, a baby,
another dog, baby. Fuck, you know, man. I just want this big family in the house.
You gotta deal with those badass kids all day. Like, come on. Fuck. And here you are just like, oh, I know that you were at the school all day with those children that make you want to turn your fucking hair and tear it out of your head. But like, can I have more and more and more and more and more and more? Give me Keith. Give me Keith. Give me Keith. Leave that man alone.
At least we're not terrorizing him. I mean, he loves us.
Yeah. Stockholm.
Anyways, and we want a really nice master bathroom. Like not one that we need to like rebuild it ourselves. We want it to be done and it's good as is, not like anything that we would want to redo. So I think those are my things. I have no qualm with if it's all carpet, if it's all wood floor, tile, whatever. We don't really have a preference on that end. So
good. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, and what about like yards? Because I don't know what the yard situation is in Texas. Like, just for anyone who's not aware, in Vegas you get like 3x4 in the front yard, and then maybe 8x10 in the backyard. Like, and those are premium lots. Okay.
I think it depends on the area, but we do like a nice front yard, all grass, because we don't have any drought out here. So drought. And so we want all grass. We've seen some, I don't know if they just look terrible because the weather we've had has been so shitty for the summer and that all the grass is just dead on these lawns, but they do not look good. It just makes the house look crappy if you're like, the landscape is crappy. Like, I don't know how to like explain it, but like,
no, I get it. It's the end of the summer and also going into winter, and grass just dies. Like, even when it's supposed to be alive, it's yellowy in certain times of the year and it's patchy. And I live in an apartment complex and I see the guys from the landscaping company come and take care of the grass every week, twice a week, and it still has issues, right? Yeah. That's why if I ever am able to buy a home, what a long if, I'm gonna get AstroTurf.
AstroTurf.
Yeah, or whatever version of the fake grass. Like, if I'm in this city specifically, I'm not dealing.
Oh yeah, no.
And I don't like rocks in the backyard. It's a much more inexpensive way of living, obviously. So if anyone does it, good for you. I don't want to. I'd like to be able to just walk around in my sandals in the backyard and not have to worry that one flipped up in there. Because getting the pebble in your slide is like the worst thing, and then you got to kick the whole. You kick the whole thing off, and then you got to hop over to the other slide because you kicked the fucking slide too far, and then it fell on the top of the slide instead of on the bottom. So now you got to use your foot to flip the slide over, and then you fuck the pebble in the goddamn slide, and you kick the fucking slide again. Oh. So
why are you so worked up about this damn pebble?
I'm just saying that I would rather have AstroTurf as a result.
Yes, yeah.
Do you go out, like when you take your dog out for a walk, do you ever wear slides?
No, always shoes.
Oh. Okay, so I walk Thor in slides, and the pebbles are a fucking menace, man.
I believe it. That's why you gotta wear shoes.
No, I should. You know what? New topic. Okay, free shit.
Okay,
how do I
we're moving on to free shit. And so, since yesterday was my birthday, this whole month I get all these emails from places saying, for your birthday, we're giving you this. You can get this, and this. So I am on a journey of getting all the free shit that I can get from since this week started up until maybe this weekend. So already I have I got my free Starbucks drink because Starbucks makes you only use it on your birthday. They don't have like an expiration date. Shitty, first of all, let me just say, right?
Yeah, how dare they give you something free for only a specified amount of time?
Only one day.
How dare they?
Starbucks.
Hey, you know how most people celebrate a birthday month? Fuck that. We think your birthday is good enough. Okay. How dare they?
How dare they? How dare they?
Anyway,
Anyways,
so you got your free, you got your star. What size do they
I
give you
know.
for free?
It's any
Is it a
size
tall?
that you want.
Oh no shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Why
Any
would anyone get
literally
anything other than the biggest that they could get? Like,
right, exactly. Or I don't know what people normally get in their drinks. Huh? Maybe it's too much
just
caffeine
saying,
for
like,
them.
I don't care. I'm gonna put it in the fridge for a week. I don't gotta go Starbucks again, baby.
And then I got my free cookie at Cookie Society. Now that place was cool. I just like I went in there and they're like, "Hey," they're like, "What do you like? What do you like? What are you here to get?" I was like, "Oh, I'm here for my free birthday cookie." And they're like, "Oh, happy birthday!" And then they like pick any cookie you want. I was like, "Hell yeah!" I was like, "I don't have to scan anything." I thought there's like a little barcode or put my number in for the rewards program. No, they're like, just pick any cookie, and then I just left with the cookie. Like they didn't even ring me up or anything.
So I was gonna say, so all these places you've gone to get the free stuff at, right? You haven't bought anything else while you were there?
No.
Okay. I mean, that's impressive then. That is impressive.
Yep. So next on my list, I have a free Jimmy John sandwich that's good until the end of the month. So I'm like, well, whenever I have, don't have any
Jimmy
lunch.
John's is telling you what size you can get. They're not letting you get any size. There's no fucking way.
I think it's a free 8-inch.
Yeah.
I make it 8 inches or whatever.
They won't let you get the foot long.
Dutch Bros has free any size drink you want until the end of the month. So I still have time to use
that's
that.
why you're hating on Starbucks. That's
See?
what it. See,
that's why Dutch Bros is a little better.
No, see, that's not as someone who wants to keep this show on the straight and narrow. Okay, I'm not gonna sit here and just let you get bought and paid for by Big Coffee. Okay. You are a Dutch Bros girl, and for you,
I am a Dutch Bros hoe.
The good name of the people of Starbucks, they have never had any cultural issues at all. And here you are just saying one day a month while the amazing, lovely, enchanting Dutch Bros any day this month.
Yeah. Sorry, I said what I said. I'm a Dutch Bro hoe for life.
You're not sorry, and you're bought and paid for by Big Coffee over at Dutch Bros, taking on the small guy at Starbucks. Okay,
oh, the small guy of Starbucks.
We will not stand for this, and you will be hearing from the lawyers. Okay, I just want you to know.
All right.
Cool.
Anyways, back to my free shit. Let me just keep listening.
Yeah. What else? What else have you been bought and paid for?
I get a free buttlet from Nothing But Cake.
Oh, buttlet. I was like, what the hell is a buttlet? I was like, I don't want to know what a buttlet is, Judy. Okay, I'm glad you got it for free. Move on.
Wow. Supposedly I could get a free dozen glazed donuts at Krispy Kreme, but we're not gonna grab it.
I thought you were gonna say from Keith.
Oh, I mean that's that's already happened. Anyway.
I don't know why I said gross, but I feel like it was appropriate.
What else? Oh, Kava gave me $9 for any purchase, which is awesome because a bowl usually is like $12. So, you only have to pay $3 for it. Oh, Kava. There's no Kava in Las Vegas. Oh my God, I keep forgetting that. How I always explain it to people, it's like a Mediterranean version of Chipotle. Okay. So you pick like your base, so you pick your proteins, you pick all the toppings, but it's my absolute favorite place to eat for lunch out here because you can get it's basically like a big salad where you can get rice in it if you want. And it's just so filling and it just tastes so good. It's very fresh. Love that place. God, can't wait to go back. Anyway,
That's another place that we've given free advertisement to, and we have not gotten sponsored from.
no, I'll tag them in here though, because love.
God damn! Now I gotta clip something again. God damn it.
Hey, I made it to what 35 minutes of the show without telling you I needed to clip something. Okay.
Fair enough. That is fair enough. Good job.
I think that's all on my list that I have to grab. I mean, I'm sure there's other places, but I have to just pick and choose
Okay,
the ones
so
that I'm
what's
like
the
actually gonna do.
plan then? What's the next? Like, what's the one thing you're looking forward to getting? Left on.
Probably the buttlet because it's been a while and we've been dieting. Some kind of like I cut out a lot of sugars, but I really want this buttlet.
I
love nothing bun cakes.
I like how that's the excuse for it too. Is like we've been cutting out sugar, but you just told us how you got a cookie.
I haven't eaten the cookie. I haven't eaten it.
I haven't eaten a cookie. So what?
I can ask Keith. I can tell Keith right now to go grab it in the kitchen because I put in a little Ziploc bag. So I'm gonna save it.
You're missing my point. I'm not saying that you haven't eaten it. My point is that you are going to eat it.
Eat it.
So,
yeah.
So your whole I've cut out sugar, so you didn't cut it out that much for your birthday because you also got a fucking cookie. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I also got that cheesecake today at the fair.
Eat the cookies and the cakes and everything.
Calories don't count right now, okay?
You look beautiful. So I mean, but like let's just be real. I need to go to a chiropractor.
Oh, yeah, it's been a while since I've been to one too. Like,
I've been watching a lot of chiropractor shorts on YouTube lately. That pop. That's like when he pushes down in the middle of their back.
Yes.
I get a fucking hard on every single time. It's like, I want that in my life so badly.
There's some that I don't know if it's just a specialized chiropractor because some of them I've never had like these things done to me. But I'm like, damn, I bet that felt so good. And I need someone to do that to me. But like these chiropractors are like in a different state, different city. I'm like, yeah.
100%. Because like the two things that I need to have done is, like I said, I need to be pushed. And then the other thing that I want so badly is I want someone to take my fat ass and twist me like a pretzel. You know how like your
legs, and then they
because I do that with my chair every day at work, but I can only do so much. So I need someone to like tape my ankles together and be like, no, bitch, you're gonna take it. And then my entire back explodes just like that. That's what I need in my life.
Yeah.
But you're right though, because I've been to the chiropractor a couple different times. And the one thing I've never had done is where they take your leg and like pull it. And
yeah.
Or what? I've never had that done in my life.
Never had it done. Never had it done either. But I see it get done on people. And that one, there's also one that I've seen where they like grab you from the bottom of your hands and then they like pull and it feels like it just like it decompresses your whole body. I was like, damn, I bet that felt so good.
All right, I'm gonna do something real quick. Some of the listening audience might get grossed out. Sorry. Okay, I'm not sorry. I'm giving you fair warning.
What are you doing?
Oh, did you hear that?
No, come closer.
Oh
no, we didn't hear that. Let me see if I can do it.
Do you normally crack your neck?
Yeah, you see me do it. Let me see. Hold on. Let me get close. No, that one didn't do it. Let me see this. Okay, no, it's not working.
It's so funny the way you do it compared to me because like I go in and I'm just like about violence and aggression and speed, and you're all methodical about it. You're like, I'm gonna place my hand 32 degrees on this side of my left face, and I'm gonna at a torque angle of 7 per 2 inches per pounds per minute. And I'm going to keep that force going until pop, pop, pop. Like
pop.
And that works for you, huh?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, it does.
And I need aggression when I'm popping, you know? The other thing I like to do is I like to take my arms and put them behind my back.
Uh-huh.
So I'll do this, and I just put my head back, and Oh yeah. Yeah. Oh, that felt so good. I didn't think that it was actually gonna do anything. But oh my god, that felt so good.
Oh wow. What a great way to end
Why
our
do I have a
segment here.
feeling- Mom, do not do this. I swear to God, if I wake up on a Wednesday morning to a fucking joint subscription in my email, I'm disassociating you from the family. I don't want it. Don't give me free stuff.
I would like one. Thanks, Mom, in advance.
That was good timing, right? Right as you said it, we get the gong. So
Yeah.
all right, that does it for our first 40 minutes. I'm gonna go relax a little bit more because my back feels so goddamn good right
Oh, I bet that felt so. I saw
It
you. I was like, you're like, oh.
now. Oh, it's like the closest I sound to orgasming without actually doing it. Like it's just it just
Wow.
or no. Sorry. Actually, I just had a better realization. It's the closest I can associate a female orgasm for me because it's just like after it happens, I just want to turn into a puddle and like, come on. If the female orgasm does exist, that's what happens to y'all afterwards. All right, so that does it for the first segment of or first half of the show. When we come back, we're debuting a new thing. Judy is going to try and stump me with something, so I'm very excited for that. We will also be talking about her Cowboys and how they looked this last weekend. And the New York Rob Salas are having a guest on this week. I'm very excited to see who it is. We're all going to find out together and a whole bunch of more stuff. If we have time, I really want to talk about BBLs. And I'm saying that now so that if we don't have time, we talk about it next week because I got a lot of shit to say about the BBL. Anyway.
And I was very curious about this one too.
Right? So we will talk about everything and more coming up next on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Woo, woo, woo.
I didn't wave this time.
Welcome back to A Conversation with Judy and Ryan right here on YouTube at TABPOD. You can also listen to the audio version of the podcast. Comes out a whopping 2 hours before the video. Well, 4 hours before, because I don't know time or space. It's the multiverse. Who knows when it came out? But just look for A Conversation with Judy and Ryan wherever you audio platform. Or if you do it on the YouTubes, please also remember, like, share, subscribe, do all the things. Yeah, whichever way the thing is. Just
I don't know. I don't know where it is. That's why
everything on the screen. Click everything. If it's there, click it. Okay. Even if it says virus, it's fine. Give it a little click, see what happens. Okay.
Yeah.
Click subscribe first. All right, so I gave Judy some homework a couple weeks ago. Well, about a week ago. I have a theory. That I can truly argue anything, right? I can argue for either side of anything. So what I asked Judy to do is to find something or think of something that she thinks that I will not be able to argue. And the only caveat was that she couldn't pick something overtly terrible like Hitler. Because I don't really want to have to talk about how strong of an orator and how he gathered people together, because we'll go there. So, Judy, what is it that you have come up for me on the initial airing of the inarguable?
Okay. I low-key forgot about that, the not being terrible thing. But it's not Hitler. So I'm just saying.
Oh, here we go.
Not Hitler, but I wanted to hear your arguments on why Donald Trump is the best candidate to be the president in the next presidential election.
All right. So oh, so here's the thing. I'm going to do I'm going to do what you have asked because honestly, in my opinion, you have still met the exact thing that I asked you. This is not I see what you did there, but this is not a terrible event in my opinion. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
But what I will ask going forward is that we do not do political topics.
I figured
if they are political, if we cannot skew them so that it's going specifically like not like if it's political, it would be political like, hey, should we put more money into the damming system? Why or why not? Yaka yaka. Not, do you think that this party is better than that party and why? Okay.
Okay.
All right. This actually. Okay, so what's the exact question though? One more time, please.
Why do you think, or why do you believe that Trump is the best candidate for the next presidential election to win?
Okay, see, so I'm gonna give everyone a lesson real quick on specificity. Okay.
Okay.
So what Judy did for me is she told me that I have to say why Donald Trump is the best candidate for the upcoming election, not why he is the best candidate to become the next president. Right? Have you seen those other clowns looking at the Republican seat? You got one guy, I don't know anyone's name, so I'm gonna screw it all up, right? You got one guy who like no one knows about, but he's the young, he's got like an Indian name, I believe, but he's the young upcomer, doesn't care so much, but no one knows him, so no one cares. The golden child from Florida looks like he is on a milk carton picture every single time he goes on the stage. And third and foremost, have you seen the ratings of the debates? My boy Trump hasn't been going to a single one. He said, I'm too good for your debates. And those debate ratings are crumbling. On top of the fact, no one can separate themselves in debates in which Donald Trump is just punting and saying, you know what? I don't need to go to these. And he's proving himself correct because he is becoming more popular by not being with the idiots who are at the debate. The only one who I actually know, the only one whose name that I can actually remember is Chris Christie, and he hasn't been relevant since 2012. Okay, so why should Trump be the next Republican candidate? Because who else are you gonna pick? Who else? Huh? Mike Pence? Is he even running? I don't know.
I thought he withdrew.
Well, perfect. Why would you want to go with the second best anyway when his boss for 4 years is also wanting a job? There's only one reason, people, because it's just that good. And that is why we ask specifically what the question was, so that we don't have to run into a bullet of he would be the best presidential candidate ever. And now that we've decided, or not ever, that's Freudian. And now that we've decided that we will not be doing political topics,
we'll never know.
Higher, undefeated in that category.
Fair enough.
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. That was good. That was perfectly in the vein of what I wanted for this. It was so good because it made me sweat a little until I figured out exactly how to attack it. If you guys have any topics that you think are unarguable. Ooh, I like that name actually. Unarguable. That's trademark that EP. Future EP when you're watching, trademark it. Okay. Still no TikToks. It's fine. I'm not.
I know. I waited. I go. Oh, I thought they said they were gonna do one over the weekend, and
oh God.
Uh-oh.
I forgot to hit the timer. Damn it, Thor.
Well, I can tell you, we've been recording for 8 minutes already. because we started at 47.
So there will not be a gong, but when
do 32 minutes.
Well, I'm saying when I hit 8 minutes left on my timer, because I can't control when the gong plays, I'll just be like, we've hit the time. Gong!
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, perfect. Perfect.
So
okay, so I will. So is this gonna be a weekly thing? So I can start thinking more like unarguable.
I will do this as often as you have something for me in unargue. Okay. Oh, and by the way, for anyone who was late into the show, maybe you're just playing in the background, you weren't paying attention. We had a very, very special thing happen yesterday. It was Judy's birthday, and in honor of Judy's birthday, because we love her so much. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday. Happy birthday to you. Oh.
Okay. Loki, I honestly thought that was Trump. I was like, did he just put like an AI Trump sings happy birthday? I was like, oh my God, this would have been perfect for like the segue to talk about.
Did Keith tell him what my notes were?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
But anyways.
All right. So that was the unarguable. That's going to be a fucking favorite of mine. I can already tell. So thank you very much, Judy. Like I was saying, if you guys have any suggestions for anything that you want me to unargue, please put them in the comments below, whether you're looking at this on YouTube at TABPOD or at that same @ on TikTok or Twitter. Oh, man. Judy.
Yeah.
Judy.
Yes.
Last Sunday, I don't know about you,
mm-hmm.
but I was at a funeral. And it was really sad to not only be at someone's funeral, but to also watch them get beaten to death in front of millions of people.
Yeah, got mollywopped, I know.
And for anyone who's wondering what I am so carefully walking around, the Cowboys were supposed to play the Niners last
supposedly
Sunday. They were supposed to. They were there. You know, they showed up. But I don't think the team ever actually realized that they were supposed to start playing.
Yeah.
Because that game got away from y'all real quick.
Real quick, in a sense that it was so quick, I was able to just shut it off and go to bed. Like,
right
at that point, I was like, oh, you know, I see how this is gonna go. And
she was very upset. She was waiting for some trash talk.
She was.
And the Cowboys got out of it so quickly that you waved your white flag because hey, Judy, what's going on? I don't know. I went to bed. I
went to bed after I saw that first interception. I go, really?
And then I have to get in the chat. You know how much I hate having to get in the chat, but now I have to get in the chat.
Yes.
For how to properly talk shit and be like, girl, no, fuck them boys. We don't.
I'm gonna insert that here.
Guess who agreed with me? Guess who? George Kittle. Did you see the beautiful shirt that man had on after the game? Oh, for anyone who didn't see, it was a lovely shirt that said, fuck Dallas. It was so nice.
Yeah. And did you hear about, so wait, he wore that at the end of this? I thought he didn't flash it during like a touchdown he had, or I don't know. I didn't see it.
Okay, I will put it this way. I did not see him flash it during a touchdown. I'm not saying he didn't. Okay. What I am saying is I saw him show it to the crowd after the game for sure.
Okay.
So he was wearing it under his jersey all night.
Mm-hmm.
But so if he did it during the game, then he definitely would have gotten fined, and I think we would have heard about it. So.
That's what I thought about. I go, wait, I saw like ESPN was like posting it. And I go, damn, did he like flash this? And how did they like censor it during live TV?
I would love to see or hear Chris Collinsworth go, That is an interesting shirt for an interesting character. You know that's exactly how he would sound. Like just car salesman-y enough.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, you know what Chris Collinsworth sounds like, actually? And I like him as a broadcaster. I think he's very analytical in a way that I appreciate. But he gives me, at certain times, older Nick Lachey vibes.
You know what? I can see it. I can see
it.
Yeah.
Thank you. Okay.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see
Oh, so I now have to not only insert myself into this conversation that was just supposed to be between a Cowboys and a 49ers fan, but I also have to teach our EP how to talk shit, because when it comes to that, when there is a line drawn and there is a competition and there's shit talking agreed upon, and by agree upon, I mean either we say we're going to do it or I start doing it and you don't say anything to me to say, hey, you've gone too far, then you have non-verbally agreed. That's a contract, okay? And when it comes to shit talking, you cannot let up until the end of the game. It doesn't matter if you're up by 40 or down by 40. You talk your shit the entire time. Why? Because what the fuck else do you have? If you're losing, then at least you could talk and be like the one annoying motherfucker that was, hey, you're losing. Yes, yeah, so what? Living rent free in your head. And because if I wasn't, then you wouldn't have said, hey, you're losing. And if I'm winning, what's more worse than getting pissed on by someone who's also pistol whipping you? Nothing. Nothing at all.
Yeah. Yeah, it was the whole thing, right? So I remember I was just like, I read the next day on the tweets, on the Twix, sorry, of all the Cowboys followers, and my God, people turned on this team so quickly. I was like, wow, was it this bad? Like, I'm glad I did not lose any sleep over it, because damn, these people were.
I'm not gonna lie. Watching that game, going into the game, they were thought of as possibly the second best team in the NFC, right? The Eagles had kind of struggled. The Niners were clearly ahead of it. But guess what? If the Cowboys were able to actually win in a close game, or if they blew them out somehow, they were going to be thought of as the top of the division or conference in one way or another. Now we got people talking like, is it time for Trey Lance to come in?
Yeah, God, they're like, are we gonna get rid of Dak?
We got people talking like they were maybe the third best in the conference. Maybe now they're like the 8th or 9th best in the conference. Oh, it's not. And then, and I know that like you got rid of your pool boy because you didn't like the way that Jerry was looking at him second marriage, Mike. So I get it. You said, hey, you get that pool boy, Kellen Moore, and you send him to LA with the rest of the pool boys. I can clean our pool from now on. Bro, your play calling. What are we doing?
Trash.
And okay,
God.
I'm not going to say play calling because that's not fair, because I do not know enough about football to be able to break that down. That's me taking someone else's information that I got from like ESPN or Fox Sports. But what I can say, just from visually watching the game, is that you got outcoached before, during, and after the fucking game. How'd you get better coached after the game? I don't know, but you weren't there during the game. And you didn't get them ready before the game. So you don't get any fucking credit after the game either, second marriage. Okay?
So I was listening to one of Keith's local podcasters, and they were saying, they were looking at this, the Cowboys schedule in the next 4 games, and they're like, wow, let's just say theoretically the Cowboys lose these next 4 games, because I don't know what their lineup is, but I know they play the Chargers next on Monday night. I think they have a couple tougher games, but let's just say they go 0-4 these next 4 games. Is it time for like second marriage Mike to like kick rocks and
So
I don't know.
I don't know, because it's one of those things where Jerry is so weird that you could see him being loyal to either Dak or second marriage, right?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
All I know is that it's outside of a mollywhopping of the Giants, which while was amazing, is looking less and less impressive every week when everyone is doing that to the Giants.
Yeah.
It's just things are not good in Dallas. Things are not good at home on the range.
Nope.
And Jerry's getting those text message fingers ready, and Jason's looking real good on Sunday Night Football. I'm just saying.
I don't know. You know what they say. Space. What is it? Space between lovers. God, I wish I knew the same, but something like
distance makes the heart grow fonder.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant to say.
Space between lovers, distance
Space
makes
between
the heart.
lovers,
Oh, you know what? And my Seahawks were on a bye, so I didn't have to watch them. Just be the creme de la creme of the NFC. Because we all know we're gonna let the Niners get all the highlights and all the stuff during the season. We're gonna let them win the division. We might not. We might fuck around and just try to accidentally win the division, but we're not trying to win it. We're trying to let them win it. We just get into the playoffs because we want the spotlight on them. But like I said, we're so good, we might fuck around
and find out. Yeah.
Yep. But the game that I did get to see was the New York Rob Salas, and we took on the Denver Broncos. And you know what? You know what happened? We won that game.
They did?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, yes. Yes, Nat Hackett thing.
And in integrity and perseverance, okay? Me and my squad of commanders brought the entire thing, and we brought it hard. And in honor of this, because there was someone who at the beginning of the season wanted to say some dumb shit, okay? There was one coach on the Denver Broncos who had to say something about my guy, Nat Hackett. You had the balls to say something about one of the New York Rob Salas coaches? So we wanted to give Nat Hackett a little time on the show today to let him vent his frustrations about what happened. Nat, come on in. Hey guys, it's Nat Hackett here, and I just want to say this is a lot of fun. Are we having fun right now? We're doing a lot of cool stuff. We're making a lot of cool moves. We're on a podcast, and we're just doing things. What I will say, Sean Payne, that was kind of fucked up what you said. I don't really appreciate you talking shit like that. I never said anything about you. I get it. You're a nice guy. I'm a nice guy. We'll be friends probably, but not right now because we beat your ass yesterday. But anyway, that's besides the point. What I would like to say is, remember when you said I was the worst coach? Well, we beat your ass yesterday. All right. That's all I have to say. Thanks, Nat. Hack it out. That was nice having a guest on with the New York.
Wow.
That was awesome.
He talks so fast. Is that like an actual Nat Hackett thing?
I mean, you saw him on Hard Knocks.
Hard Knocks.
He's just got that uppity kind of energy.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I forgot that they played the Broncos until you mentioned it. I was like, oh yeah, because he gave the game ball to Nat Hackett. So.
My favorite part of that entire, which is the dumbest fucking thing, by the way. I get it. He was their motivating factor. It's so fucking stupid to give a coach a game ball. But my favorite part was the after, and I should have clipped it, and I didn't. I'm sorry. My favorite part was the interview after with Sean Payton, and the guy is just asking him about the comments, and he knew he had to answer, but he was still annoyed. And since if he had won the game, he would have been like, I am going to talk my shit right now on this moment. But since he lost, he was like, I mean, I think we answered it after it happened. It's a good question. This is how you know that it's a good question, but I think we answered it already.
Aw, Sean.
Oh man, God! But that was an interesting game. God, it's just that team, everything about it. It's just like the more money they throw at it, the worse it gets. And it's interesting to me. You wouldn't think that with something like that, with a professional sports league, where if you kept investing in it, that it would keep getting worse. But here we are.
Yikes for Broncos fans. Could be worse. You could be a Cowboys fan.
No, honestly, here's what's going to make you feel bad for Broncos fans. Do you want to hear a couple of things that have happened since the last time? And I'm pretty sure. Yep. Okay. So as of right now, the Broncos have lost to the Chiefs 19-8. That was a thriller. Super happy that I got
19-8. God, what?
Thursday Night Football. I know we've said to each other, I'm sure we've said on the show, it fucking sucks. Okay. Yeah. You get like one good game every 8 months in Thursday Night Football. It's not fucking worth it. It's not worth scheduling your whole night around, I should say. Do some, you know what? If we're ever live streaming the show, live stream this show instead of watching, just watch the highlights. You're welcome. Okay. You're fucking welcome. Wait, was I going to say? Oh yeah. Things that have happened, since the last time that the Broncos beat the Chiefs, okay?
Okay.
The last time that the Broncos beat the Chiefs, since then, I should say, the Broncos have won a Super Bowl, right? The Broncos have won a Super Bowl since the last time they beat the Chiefs, which means in that year that they won it, they didn't even beat the Chiefs.
In either times.
If you follow basketball, and why wouldn't you with Blazing Judy's clueless picks? Nikola Jokic, who is considered by some to be the best player in the NBA, the entirety of his career has happened since the Chiefs last lost to the Broncos.
Wow.
Last but not least, LeBron James. He's a pretty good guy. He has won not one, but 2 NBA championships since the Chiefs last lost to the Broncos. One of those was in Cleveland, just to get perspective, because people be forgetting how long ago it was that he was in Cleveland. It's been like 4 seasons now, people. So that's
crazy statistics there, though.
Think about it. And that's got to be living rent free in someone's head, because it doesn't matter who the coach is, who the players are, who the GM. Y'all is losing. And guess what? On the other side, Patrick Mahomes wasn't there the whole time. So also, it didn't matter who their players were, who their GM. Well, I mean, it was really Andy Reid in the same GM the whole time, but the players were different. Oh man! All right, I'm gonna stop beating up on the Broncos.
Okay, that's all right.
Okay, so I said I wanted to talk about this in the previous segment. BBLs, the Brazilian butt lift.
Yes.
I'm not a fan. Can I just say I am not a fucking fan?
Okay.
For a couple different reasons. The main reason is that it makes a woman look like You ever seen one of those drumstick lollipops where they shave all the meat off the bone on the side of it, so
push
you have
it
a
to the
ball of meat on the top of it?
yeah.
That's what it makes a woman's ass look like, where it's just like a stick on top of a meatball. And it's not, I don't, look, if you like it, if you're a woman and you have it and you're happy with your body, then you should not care about what I'm saying right now, right? I'm just talking about my own personal preferences. And my personal preference says, what the fuck is that thing? And then the other thing I don't like about it is that it's deceptive, right? I was walking through the parking lot at the gas station the other day.
Oh.
And a good 60 feet, if not more, away from me was a woman, and I could see her ass from across the parking lot. And from as far away as I was like, damn, that's nice. Like,
right.
Look, I'm gonna get in trouble for this. I was alone. I didn't talk to the girl. She didn't see me, but I did one of these. I was like, damn, that's right. I guess I'm gonna get in trouble. Okay.
Yeah.
So I go in. And she's washing, or she's vacuuming her car, right? So my point in saying that, I go inside, I come out, she's still there. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, all right, she's still there. I'm gonna do a quick drive by. But then I drive by and I see that she has a BBL. And I was like, oh, son of a bitch. That's why I liked it, because it was closer in view. It was just more in focus. That's what, it's trickery. It's tomfoolery. I was so upset. I was so upset. But I don't know. Like, it's just, how do you feel about the BBL? Like, seeing it on other women?
I will say there's some that get it done and it looks very nice. And in the sense that I say it, that they're very proportionate. Like they had, like either they already had like the thighs to match with it, but then they just needed a little more ass, and it looks great. There's some women who get, I think the way they have to do is like they get lipo from other parts of their body, gets, put in their thighs and then the butt. And so there's some that look really great. And I'm not saying like, but there's some that are just so bad. Like, girl, I know you see what we see, but like, if you love it, you love it. And that's you. But I'm like, yikes. And on top of that, I don't like how these fitness influencers on the social medias make it seem like, yeah, all I do are G squats and this is how I got this ass. No, you didn't, bitch. You went down to like the Dominican Republic and got a BBL. We know.
We see the marks. Come on.
Like we've seen your before just a few months ago, and you can't grow ass naturally in like this short time frame that they're saying that they grew it naturally is what I'm saying. And
no, 1,000%. Because like because you legit can. I've seen it happen, right? Mm-hmm. You legit can grow one if you do all the right stuff, but it does take it. It's like a bodybuilder, right? Mm-hmm. You have to eat properly to do it. You have to do the correct workouts, because that's the thing too. You could do 1,000 squats, but if you're also not putting protein into your body to do it, you're not giving yourself the surplus to increase that part of the mass, right?
Yeah.
So you can definitely do it, but you're right. People just take the shortcut. It's the same thing like lipo, just regular lipo. Like, oh man, I did this cleanse and I swear to God, I lost 40 pounds. Like, oh really? And why are you fucking waddling like you're in pain? I don't know what you're talking about. I gotta go. I gotta go.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. I don't know that whole phenomenon that's happening with BBLs. I feel like it's not that common. It was very common maybe like 2 years ago or something, but I haven't heard much of it since. Like I just remember seeing, I think it's a clinic down in Miami maybe, where I'm just saying, where they have specific like cars that women have to get into after because they can't sit down. They have to lay on their stomachs.
Yeah, no, that's just good customer service. What?
That's great. And like, there was like this whole thing with like on planes that they're like, oh, you see all the women, like, that they just got BBLs because they're like all on the plane back home type thing. I was like, this is crazy. It's crazy to me. I don't know.
Oh man.
It's
and also
it's
I mean, BBLs are still kind of in because I don't know how closely you were following all that Zion drama at the beginning of the year when his like ex was putting him on blast on X or Twix, and he was like getting caught up with another, and all these girls were porn stars / strippers / only girl fans, right? Or only fans girls, only girl fans.
only girl fans.
EP, trademark it, future, only girl fans. But all of the girls that he was being implicated with were all BBLs. Like, he definitely had a type, and good for you. But like I said, man, it's just definitely the proportion is part of it. But even, and maybe I need to go and relook, right? But I can't think of someone who has it that I have found like, oh yeah, because I like and people right now are probably like, well, you really don't even like meat on the bone. No, I like me a fat ass, right? I like it juicy. I like it plump and round and succulent. Okay. I like that bitch looking like it has been braising for 17 straight hours. All right. But like Judy said, the proportions and like I was saying, to me, it's like you just put a ball of meat on top of a stick, and it's just like, oh no. And like, and you know what really does it for me is that, god damn it, the person who invented yoga pants, fucking kudos to you. Tip of the hat, A+, not just for effort, but the BBL does not look good in yoga pants.
Does not, no.
How is it that we took something that made everyone look like they have a decent ass, and now this thing that's supposed to make you look like you have a great ass in those makes you look like you're a fucking troglodyte? Ryanism, bitch, know about it.
I'm like, a what? Can you spell that for me so I can look it up later?
Here, we'll do this, okay? We're going to go on a real-time adventure right now down the world of vocabulary. Why? Because Ryan knows kind of the meaning of a word, but not enough to actually give you the full on. So we're going to act like we know what we're spelling. Oh, for me. The computers do be listening, okay?
They do be listening.
TROGLODYTE, a person who is regarded as being deliberately ignorant or old-fashioned. So that's really. I thought it was more of a caveman. Well, you know what? No, actually, it still works, and this is why I can't argue anything. It still works because you're acting stubborn and old-fashioned wearing some pants that don't look good on you just because you've always been wearing them pants, you troglodyte ass bitch. Let's go.
All right. Okay.
Every time you think I'm out, they pull me back in. That's not how the
back
line
in.
goes.
No.
Back in.
But yeah, I don't know. I thought the phenomenon was going away just because I remember hearing like the tabloids about how Kim Kardashian got rid of her BBL, so now she's trying to like dissolve it, or however you get rid of.
But you got it naturally just by
BBL.
working out. What are you talking about?
I don't know. I love watching those TikToks of them with their trainers. Have you ever seen these? Oh my god, they're terrible. Don't ever watch them. Oh god.
I saw, and this is going to be something that we might be bringing to the show, which are just really, really terrible Bing lists that they make so that they can get clicks on their website. I saw one today while I was at the Insurance Emporium, and it was 14 TV shows that never stopped being good, or like it never had a bad season or something like that, right?
Yeah.
I shit you not. Keeping Up with the Kardashians on this list. I fucking got to that, and this is on the vaunted list of greatest sitcoms that never had a bad season. Keeping Up with the Kardashians.
Oh God.
Oh, and it's stuff like that that makes me want to be able to talk about it with you on the show. But you know, I don't know. I don't know. These are the things that go through my head. I have a lot of stuff going through my head. Okay. I'm gonna say this real quick. I didn't get to mention it last week on the show. The more that this Taylor Swift shit happens, the more I think it's a conspiracy. I learned that the NFL apparently is now asking, or did ask, for different networks to play her commercial for her movie, her upcoming Eras movie, for free. What? And on top of that, remember, the NFL asked Taylor Swift to do the halftime show of the Super Bowl, and she said no. And now they're asking her to do free promotion for her movie? Sums up. Sum is up. Roger and her got into a room, and she was like, look, I'm not doing your shitty show. Okay, it's way below me. But what I will do is I will date one of your guys. I'll do Travis a favor. He's got that shitty porn stash, but I'm going to do him a favor, and I'm going to elevate him for depending on how many weeks they win, we'll see. But at least 6 of the 17 weeks of the football season, I'll be at games supporting him, acting like I actually give a shit about your stupid little league. Okay. And then also what's going to happen is you're going to get CBS, NBC, and fucking Disney to promote my movie, because it's going to be the greatest movie that has ever happened. Deal or no deal, Raj? And Roger was like, whatever you say. I'm just happy to be here.
I'm just happy to talk to you and be in your presence. Okay, so oh no, the gong.
Sorry, no porn stash talk for you. That does it for this week's show. Did you like it? Did you not like it? Well, the only way we're gonna find out is if you let us know in the comments. Get in the comments. All right. But thank you guys so much for listening to the show. We will be back next week. And if you haven't, go check out the latest episode of Locker Room Lads. We do plan on dropping new episodes of that every single week. So
Ryan and my husband.
Yeah, woo! So we appreciate you guys, and we will see you next week right here on A Conversation with Judy and Ryan. Bye.
Bye.
I like to do stuff just to see how long you're gonna keep going for.